can sit anywhere. Like
Even
both.
even with the records?
Yeah, they can
They
sit
can try doing this.
Yeah, he can sit there.
Talking, can I?
Yeah, just as yeah.
I just want to.
As long as there's seats.
Yeah.
available. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I cannot do this with Mrs. Sprinkles.
Yes. Or you can just leave it with me and I'll put it in. I'll give it to you.
All right, perfect.
So you can just leave
Make
it right
sure
there.
that it's
Right over there, is that where you want me, kind of straight across?
Yes. Yes, Miss Piper. Just be careful because these microphones are. As soon as they get seated, then we can. That is a lot.
As long as we have people coming in.
We don't want you hidden by this table. We want them to be able to see. And you'll stand up, right? Right back
Yeah,
there?
yeah. And then how many do we have? You know? I think we're just missing Abraham. Yeah. There's only like 4 questions when we go through. There's like 2
Good morning, esteemed audience of students, faculty, parents, and distinguished guests, including our honored United States veterans. I'm Wes Regal, a proud member of the class of 2030 and middle school student government president. Please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today, gathered in this significant ceremony, we're privileged to express our heartfelt gratitude to the courageous individuals who have served our nation selflessly. Our purpose this morning is to honor the invaluable contributions of those who have bravely defended our freedoms. These heroes exemplify the very essence of courage, living out principle number 4. Be courageous in the face of adversity. Each has stood ready to protect and serve, fully aware of the sacrifices that may be required, yet unwavering in their commitment to our country. Today, we stand united in gratitude as we pay tribute to all who have served, those who continue to serve, and those who will answer to the call in the future. I would now like to welcome Jack DeFeo to the podium.
Thank you, Wes. The origins of Veterans Day. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, in 1918, the fighting of World War I, then known as the Great War, came to an end. The peace agreement, called an armistice, brought relief and hope to millions around the world. A year later, on November 11, 1919, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed the first Armistice Day to honor the bravery and sacrifice of those who had fought for freedom and peace. Communities across the nation gathered just as we are today to pause, to remember, and to give thanks. In 1938, Armistice Day became a national holiday. At first, it honored only those who had served in World War I, but after World War II and the Korean War. Americans recognized the need to honor all veterans, those who served in every branch in times of war and peace alike. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a bill changing the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day, a day dedicated to every man and woman who has worn the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. President Eisenhower encouraged all Americans to reaffirm their devotion to the task of promoting and enduring peace. That message reminds us of one of our Gerstel leadership principles: to lead is to serve. Our veterans are living examples of service, sacrifice, and courage. They lead not by seeking recognition, but by protecting others, by doing the right thing even when no one is watching, just as our Gerstel attribute D reminds us. Today, as we stand in gratitude, remember that freedom is not free. It has been secured by the dedication and courage of our veterans. We thank them for modeling the qualities we strive to live by each day at Gerstel: respect, responsibility, courage, and service to others. May we honor them not just with our words, but with our actions, by striving each day to make our country, our school, and our world a better place. Next, I would like to welcome Eliana Tuis to the podium.
Thank you, Jack, and good morning. My name is Eliana Tuis, and I will be sharing a poem with you today that was written by Susan B. Smith. It is titled, "We Honor You Today." To all of our veterans, far and near, we thank you for your service for all those years. You sacrificed your time, and some gave your life. You preserved our freedom by willingly paying the price. Many of you were sent overseas. You're wounded in battle with scars and disease. But courageous and brave, you weathered the storm. You faced every battle with faith and beyond. We honor you with joy for all that you've done. You stood strong for our country, for our daughters and sons. So no one stands alone. We walk hand in hand. Remember, we are with you. Together we shall stand. We salute you today, hear what we say. Let our words speak eloquently in this special way. On this day, let us express our love and thanks for the sacrifice you paid. You served in honor for many years and days, and we will never forget how you were strong and brave. Thank you for listening. Next, please enjoy this short video about the importance of Veterans Day. Then, our 5th and 6th grade will present a song titled, Thank You, Soldiers.
Since the dawn of our nation, brave citizens have answered the call to arms when the country was in danger. We hold our veterans in reverence for their courage, their sacrifice,
and their honor and service to their fellow Americans. Generations of liberty's sons and daughters have gone into harm's way, manned the battlements, and sailed the seas to preserve freedom for all. Our nation owes a debt of gratitude we can never repay to those who have chosen to answer the call to arms. Today, we honor them and thank them for their service, for their dedication to our nation's preservation, and for their oath to the Constitution on which the foundation of our government rests. On this Veterans Day, we ask all Americans to honor the over 18 million veterans among us and thank them for their continued dedication to our country, our freedom, and our future.
The Lincoln Project is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Keeping watch, protecting shore to shore, in the air and oceans too. Defending freedom at all costs, for the red, the white, and blue. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong, to those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful song. To the soldiers who have traveled on to countries far and near, in peace and war you paid the price for the cause you hold so dear, that we may wake each morning bright and know that freedom reigns, because of your great sacrifice, your country joins to sing. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong, to those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful song. Thank you, oh thank you, men and women, brave and strong, to those who serve so gallantly, we sing this grateful song.
Good morning. My name is Lacey Laddick, and I'm sharing a veteran's story with you today.
Chris Gordon joined the United States Army in 1997 because he wanted to serve his country and help to protect others. His first job was in Germany, and that's where he was when something very sad happened back home: the attacks on September 11th, 2001. Chris grew up in New York, and many of his family members still lived there. He was very worried about them, especially because his mom worked in the city and his cousin at the World Trade Center. Thankfully, his family was safe. A few years later, Chris was serving in Iraq as part of a special army unit that used large, armored vehicles called Strykers. One day, while his team was on patrol, an explosion went off. Chris and another soldier were thrown from their vehicle. He later realized how lucky he was that the doors had been opened, for that is what saved his life. When Chris woke up in the hospital at Walter Reed Medical Center in Washington, D.C., he learned that he had lost his right leg and that his left had a metal rod in it to help him heal. At first, it was very hard. He had to use a wheelchair to go through many hours of therapy and learn how to walk again using a prosthetic leg. During his recovery, Chris met people from the Wounded Warrior Project, a group that helps injured soldiers. They gave him a backpack filled with small comfort items, but more importantly, they gave him hope. It reminded him that even people who didn't know him cared deeply about his recovery. With their help, Chris began to try new things again. He went skiing in Colorado, played golf, rode horses, and met other veterans who were also healing from injuries. Chris even got to go back to the hospital in Germany, where doctors had first saved his life, so he could thank them in person. Today, Chris continues to stay strong, both in body and in mind. He inspires others by showing that even when life changes in hard ways, you can keep moving forward with courage, positivity, and gratitude. Chris Gordon's journey shows principle number 4, be courageous in the face of adversity. Even when things seemed impossible, he never gave up. He also lived out principle number 5, strive for a positive attitude and to be civil at all times. Chris showed deep appreciation for everyone who helped him heal and made sure to thank them personally. Most of all, Chris demonstrated attribute H, hope. Even after losing his leg, he believed that better days were ahead. His hope helped him rebuild his life, find new ways to be active, and inspire others to stay positive no matter what challenges they may face. Chris reminds us that true leadership means facing challenges with courage, gratitude, and the belief that tomorrow can always be brighter. Now I welcome Maddox Karpashov to the podium to tell you about another honored veteran.
Thank you, Lacey. Good morning. My name is Maddox Karpashov, and it is my honor today to present the story of veteran Julia Potter Parsons, a true American hero whose life of service and intelligence remind us of all we can achieve when we step up and answer the call. Julia was born on March 2nd, 1921 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to a father who taught at what is now Carnegie Mellon University and a mother who taught kindergarten. She graduated in 1942 with a degree in the humanities, then called General Studies, from Carnegie Tech. Finding the world at war and feeling the desire to serve, she volunteered for the Navy's Women's Accepted for Volunteer Emergency Service, WAVES, and began officer training at Smith College, where she studied cryptology basics along with physics and naval history. In 1943, Julia was assigned to the top secret Shark section of the Navy's Communications Annex in Washington, D.C. Her team of women code breakers, using early machines and their own sharp minds, worked to break messages sent by German U-boats in the North Atlantic that were encrypted by the Enigma machine. The work was intense. They decoded messages 6 days a week, 3 shifts a day, and critical. The submarine war was costing lives and supplies, and their success helped the Allies track submarine movements and protect ships. She later reflected that this work meant deciphering both military and even personal messages from enemy crews, a reminder that everyone in war is human. After the war ended, Julia kept her wartime work secret, even from her husband, whom she married in 1944 because of an oath she'd signed. Eventually, she became a high school English teacher and raised 3 children. She traveled widely with her family and engaged in lifelong learning. In her later years, she shared her story with young people, veterans, Girl Scout troops, and museums, speaking not just of the code breaking, but of perseverance, curiosity, and the fact that women could serve in important high-stake roles. Today, we remember Julia not only for her bravery and intelligence, but for the example she sets. Step into the challenge, keep your mind sharp, do the work when no one is watching, and when the world needs you, show up. As students of grades pre-K through 12, and as members of this school community, we can take inspiration from her. Your gifts matter, your choices matter, and the values of duty, service, and respect endure. Please join me in honoring Julia Potter Parsons.
Good morning. My name is Sofia Vasileva. For nearly a decade, the preparations for this Veterans Day event have included a missing man table set up in the corner of the lobby. It is a solemn yet welcome tribute that holds great significance to our veterans and honored guests. But its meaning is often lost on our students. This year, we would like to shed some light on the symbolism of the components of the missing man table. Each item you see has a special meaning, a symbol of love, loss, and remembrance. The empty chair reminds us of those who are not here, and the items on the table speak silently of their sacrifice. As we dress the table, we ask that you watch closely and reflect on the meaning of each symbol. This is a somber moment, a time to pause, to remember, and to honor those who gave everything in service to our country, and those who never returned home. Please join us in showing respect as we begin. Table. This table, set for one, is small to show the frailty of one prisoner alone. Tablecloth. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. Black napkin. The black napkin represents the sorrow of captivity. Single red rose. The single red rose in the vase reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades who keep the faith, awaiting their return. Slice of lemon and sprinkle of salt. A slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless volunteers of families as they wait. Inverted glass. The glass is inverted because they cannot toast with us. Candle. the candles reminiscent of the light of hope, the lives in our hearts, to illuminate their way home, away from their captors to the open arms of a grateful nation. And last, the chair sits empty because they are not here. Each item placed on this table reminds us that freedom is never free. May we always remember the brave men and women who could not be with us today, but whose courage and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Now please welcome Sophia Hoagie and Parker Hardiman to the podium.
Good morning. My name is Sophia Hoagie and this is Parker Hardiman. We would first like to recognize Gersdale Academy alumni who are currently serving in the U.S. military. Please hold your applause until all names have been recognized. From the class of 2012, Chet McAmer, Rhode Island Air National Guard. From the class of 2013, Stephen Snyder, United States Air Force. From the class of 2014, Brett McLaughlin, United States Army. Richard Nagel, United States Navy. Jabria Rogers, Maryland Army National Guard. From the class of 2016, Hannah Seeley, United States Air National Guard. From the class of 2017, Tyler Curtis, United States Army. Akil Arapathu, United States Army. From the class of 2018, Laz Friedberg, United States Army. From the class of 2019, Reese Early, United States Navy. Antonio Holland, United States Army. From the class of 2020, Grant Abbott, United States Army. Also, the following alumni are still in college preparing to serve our country. From the class of 2021, Emily Messinese, United States Naval Academy. Marcel Lucky, Navy ROTC. From the class of 2023, Braden Dillon, United States Merchant Marine Academy. Nicholas Marquez, Texas A&M Corps of Cadets. And finally, from the class of 2024, Riley Sullivan, United States Military Academy at West Point.
We would now like to honor the veterans who are with us here today. Veterans, when we bring you a microphone, we ask you please state your name, branch of the military, rank, and years of service so we can recognize you individually. Thank you.
Rick Class, USMC, 2001 to 2005, Lance Corporal.
Fred Zalonis, United States Air Force, Sergeant, 4-year service.
John Dotson, U.S. Navy, RM3, 1971 to 1977. Served as All Task Force operator for the 1973 Middle East War.
Spec 5, Jerry Basinski. When I relieved from my branch here in Maryland, I was an E7, Pence Army, rank E7, years of service, 1962 to 1968. Thank you.
John Olsch, U.S. Army, CW4, 33 years of service.
Thomas Brooks, U.S. Air Force, from 66 to 70, the sergeant.
Asad Shustri, Air Force, Captain, 89 to 95.
David Riker, United States Air Force, Sergeant, number of years 4, and I'd like to give a shout out to my grandson, Blake.
Jay Pence, United States Air Force, Security Forces, E6, Technical Sergeant, 2003 to 2010.
On behalf of my mother who couldn't make it this morning, Davida H. Kramer, in the Army, captain from 1976 to 1982. She was a G4 Staff Munitions Logistics Officer at Fort Richardson, Alaska.
And my name is Francis Duffy. I'm a Green Beret, Army Ranger, Green Beret combat diver, 1969 and 1972, rank of E5.
Sarah Lentz, United States Air Force, Major, 4 years from 2002 to 2006.
Francis Kenny, U.S. Army, 1st MP Company, 1st Infantry Division, Vietnam, 1968 to 1970.
Todd Lutton, United States Navy submariner, lieutenant, 1980 to 1995.
Nicholas Lutton, United States Navy, cryptologic technician, 2nd class, from 2014 to 2019.
Robert Regal, United States Army, obtained the rank of captain. Years of service was 67 to 72, and I flew helicopters in Vietnam, 69 and 70.
Chris Daly, United States Navy Supply Corps officer, served from 1978 through 1989, left the service as lieutenant commander, and a big shout out to the Daily Double and Jenna Daly.
Timothy Rand, U.S. Army, Master Sergeant from 2009 to present.
David Posner, U.S. Navy Submarine Service, Lieutenant Commander, 72 to 74.
Eliza Posner, United States Army, retired as captain, 2005, 2011.
Peter Ryan Clevenger, Army Sergeant, from 2002 to 2016.
I'm here in honor of my husband who passed away this year. He was a West Point grad, and he was in captain in the Army from 99 to 2010 and served 3 tours in Iraq.
Charlie Jenkins, United States Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps Reserve, Lieutenant Colonel, 2005 to present. Good.
Daniel Galash, United States Coast Guard, 05, 2001 to 2008.
Josh Stevers, United States Navy, retired as a Lieutenant Commander, and 25 years of service, just retired this year.
Mr. Ryan, AKA Bruce Ryan, Sergeant, U.S. Air Force 1966 through 1970, and flew combat missions out of Ubon, Thailand during Vietnam.
Braden Dillon, I'm in the U.S. Navy Reserve. My rank is midshipman 2nd class, and years of service, I'm still at the academy, so not yet.
Sarah Cum, U.S. Army, got as a captain, 2007 to 2012 with a tour in Iraq in 2010.
Jana Alley, Lieutenant Colonel for the United States Air Force. I joined in 91, enlisted, and served 7 years, and then commissioned in 99 and served until 2018. I have 5 global tours to my name. And proud mom today of Olivia Nyergis.
Larry Wood, Kansas Air National Guard, Sergeant, Cryogenics Fluid Production Specialist, and 1971 to 1977. Mike Casey, U.S. Navy Special Technical Operations. I was a commander. I served from 1978 to 1998.
Ron Beeson, cryptologic technician, first class, played 1987 to 96, U.S. Navy.
Melissa Beeson, I served as a cryptologic technician maintenance from Spain in support of the Persian Gulf intelligence missions from 1988 to 1992.
Ian Selby, Captain, United States Marine Corps, Cobra pilot, 1996 to 03.
Pernell Redinger, U.S. Army and Army National Guard, Lieutenant Colonel, Medical Service Corps. I spent from 1965 to 95, 30 years.
Robert Huber, USMC, Sergeant, 1969, 1973, Vietnam.
Michael Mattis, United States Navy, Petty Officer from years 64 to 68.
Doug Shiffley, United States Marine Corps Reserves, Lance Corporal, 90 to 94. Aubrey Wilson, we love you.
Corporal Deloach, U.S. Army, Special 53 to 55, Special Services, 40th Infantry Division, Headquarters.
Robert Jones, U.S. Army, 1958 to 1979.
Dwight Jones, United States Navy, second class petty officer, commissary, 1966 to 1972.
Jack Hayes, U.S. Navy, AB3, year 1955-1959.
Donald King, U.S. Army, Private First Class, 82 to 85 as a combat engineer.
Kenny Kyler, Maryland Army National Guard, First Lieutenant, 1972 to 1980.
Ooh. Fisher, Junior Fisher, 1944 to 86. Navy First, Amphibious Force. From the Amphibious Force, I was discharged in 49. 49, I went in the Army. The Army was called the Maryland National Guard. So anybody eligible, they're looking for you today, National Guard. The president's really looking for him because he's always got a job right now for all National Guard. And I'm glad I'm out of it. So I've spent 40 years, the Army and the Navy together. Thank you.
Cam Top Jr. Richard Weaver, Army, Staff Sergeant, 69 to 75, and a special shout out to Mackenzie Weaver in the chorus.
Charles, Navy, rank beam 3, 64 to 68, and I was in the Gulf of Tonkin for 2 years.
Joe Hamburg, United States Marine Corps, as a corporal, machine gunner, 99 to 2003.
Brett McLaughlin, United States Army, Captain, been in since 2018.
Good morning. My name is Lily Bennett, and assisting me is Olivia Chapon. Our lower school students have prepared some questions for our veterans. Olivia will bring the microphones to our students with questions and then repeat their questions. Veterans, if you would like to answer a question, please raise your hand and I will bring a microphone to you so you can answer to the audience. Thank you.
What was your favorite job or thing to do while you were in the military?
Abraham says, what was your favorite job or thing to do while you were in the military?
I can't speak for everyone, but my favorite thing was going on Liberty.
Jana Ellie, my favorite thing, believe it or not, was all the opportunities to help out in the communities for the countries that we were in. My most favorite was working with orphans and students who do not have the luxury of the education system that we do here. Being in the military is not all about war, and my favorite part is what we could do for communities overseas to show that we truly are a grateful and giving nation.
What did a regular day look like for you when you were serving?
Teddy says, what did a regular day look like for you when you were serving?
So a regular day on a submarine is pretty unique. We ran on 18-hour days. So we started with 6 hours of sleep, followed by 18 hours of drills, where we pretended to have fires, pretended to have things blow up, pretended to have steam leaks, followed by training, followed by sleep. Every once in a while we would have food. We had that every 6 hours just because you always had somebody going there.
What is something you learned while serving that you still use today?
Jackson says, what is something you learned while serving that you still use today?
Thank you for the opportunity to answer that question. One of the things I learned as a Green Beret and Army Ranger is to stay and fight. I have that tattoo in my right forearm. We were taught to run to the sound of gunfire, join the fight, and stay in the fight until we couldn't fight anymore. Well, that lesson still applies to me today. Okay? It applies to being on the athletic field. It applies to setting goals and chasing after the goals. It means you don't quit. Okay? And I teach my grandson, right up there looking at me right now, and his 3 siblings the same lesson. You stay in the fight.
Where did you travel or live while you were in the military?
Mackenzie says, where did you travel or live while you were in the military?
Well, even though I'm a midshipman, I've got to be deployed once. So I started off in Jinhae, Korea, took my ship, the USNS Richard E. Byrd, that I was a navigator on, and we went from there, from Korea to Sasebo, Japan, went from Sasebo, Japan to Guam, which Guam is beautiful. Obviously, a lot of people probably haven't been there. Very grateful for the different places that I've been able to be. Went from Guam back to Japan, went to Nagasaki, which was really cool because I got to see where we dropped the atomic bombs on Japan. And then went from there to Singapore, and then from Singapore back to Guam. So got to see a lot of the Indo-Pacific.
Now we will play the service song medley. Veterans, please stand when your song is played.
Good morning. My name is John Pelasco, and it's my honor to serve as Gerstel Academy's president. Would like to first thank and congratulate our middle school for doing a great job in presenting this assembly today. Veterans, first responders, and active duty military, would like to thank you for your service to our country. As a country, we don't celebrate you nearly enough. Each year, Gerstel Academy proudly recognizes a member of our community who truly embodies the heart of our mission and our motto, leadership, honor, and courage. The Veteran of the Year Award is our way of honoring someone whose life reflects those values through service, sacrifice, and quiet excellence, both in and out of uniform. This year's recipient has lived a life of devotion to his country, to his family, and to the ideals of integrity and loyalty that define true leadership. After graduating from the United States Naval Academy, he was commissioned as an officer in the United States Navy, eventually rising to the rank of lieutenant. From the start, his path was one of extraordinary challenge. He was selected to serve as a nuclear submariner, a distinction reserved for those who demonstrate exceptional intellect, discipline, and commitment. He went on to complete nuclear power school and submarine officers basic course, earning his qualifications as both a nuclear submariner and a nuclear engineer. His first assignment was aboard the USS John Marshall, and later served as a submarine group 8 in Naples, Italy, where he supported U.S. operations during the Gulf War, including Operation Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm. Over the course of his naval career, he held key leadership positions, serving as tactical systems officer aboard the USS Kentucky, navigator aboard both the USS Tennessee and the USS Greenville, and even supporting the USS Toledo during her sea trials. His professionalism, technical expertise, and devotion to duty earned him an impressive list of awards. Almost too many to list here, I'll just name a few. Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, Meritorious Unit Commendation, the Battle E Efficiency Award, the Navy Commendation Medal, and the Navy Achievement Medal, just to name a few. Following his active duty service, he continued to serve our nation, this time as a civilian contractor and civil servant, supporting the missions of the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and most recently the U.S. Army. His excellence in these roles has been recognized with 4 Civilian Service Commendation Awards, further evidence of his lifelong commitment to his country and service. But perhaps even more meaningful than the medals or the titles is the example he set with his family. 2 of his children have followed in his footsteps, one serving the United States Navy, the other as a lieutenant in the United States Coast Guard, continuing a proud tradition of service that spans generations. Those who know him describe him as humble, steady, and deeply loyal. He lives every day by Gerstel Academy Principle number 6, which says, approach every endeavor with passion, conviction, and persistence. Today we honor not just a veteran, but a true leader, one whose life reminds us of what it means to serve with courage, to lead with integrity, and to live with purpose. It is my great honor to present the 2025 Gerstel Academy Veteran of the Year to Lieutenant Todd C. Lutton, United States Navy, retired. We're starting a new tradition with this award today. So I'd like to invite to the podium Mrs. Cornelia Brown. Cornelia is the grandmother of upper schooler Kendra. Her late husband served 28 years between the Army and the Air Force, and Cornelia represents a group called Quilts of Valor, and they create quilts for veterans and in honor of veterans. And so we're not only going to present Lieutenant Lutton with a quilt today, but any of our previous winners of the Veteran of the Year, if you could come forward, we have a quilt for you as well. So please join me in thanking Mrs. Cornelia Brown and the Quilts of Valor.
On behalf of the Quilts of Valor Foundation and the quilt group that I work with, which is Silver Quilters, we are presenting these quilts. They are all handmade by the ladies in our group, and we would like to wrap them around these veterans to let them know that they are loved, thought of, respected, and we have great admiration for them.
That's
Again, on behalf of Gersdale Academy, we want to thank Quilts of Valor, Mrs. Cornelia Brown, and all of our Veterans of the Year, current and previous. Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us today on this special occasion. I would like to express appreciation to everyone who made today's ceremony possible. First of all, thank you to the members of our 8th grade class who presented or otherwise assisted with today's assembly. Presenting is a big job. We appreciate you sharing your time, talents, and treasures with us today. Thank you to the upper school chorus for leading us in the national anthem in the alma mater. Thank you to Ms. Sprinkle, Mr. Casey, Mrs. Userowski, Mrs. Edwards, Ms. Vlahoyanas, Ms. Kasner, and Mrs. Johnson for all your hard work behind the scenes, preparing both big and small details. Thank you, Ms. Kowalski, for stepping in to help us with everything. Thank you, Ms. Luke, for preparing this morning festivities with Fox 45.
Thank you, Mr. Stem, Mr. Samuel, Ms. Jothan, and Ms. Molesworth for the live stream, IT support, and photographs, and also Mr. John Schultz, and our facilities team for their support with setup and cleanup. Finally, thank you to Dr. Smith and Mr. Palasko for ensuring that Veterans Day is a memorable day at Gersdale Academy. The leadership, honor, and courage our veterans have displayed is something to be remembered and recognized. Veterans, thank you for attending today's ceremony. Please stand and join us in singing the Gersdale Academy alma mater led by our upper school choir.
Thus concludes our 2025 All-School Veterans Day Leadership Circle. But many of the guests in front of us are neighbors, family, friends. So we offer our students the next 5 minutes to express their appreciation and greet our veterans before I turn things over to administrators to send us back to class. Have a good day all.